Ukraine's military has confirmed its withdrawal from the city of Lysychansk. The development comes after Russia's defense minister said that Russian troops are in full control of Luhansk. Ukraine's defense officials say they were outnumbered in the eastern battlefront.
There was a risk of encirclement around Lysychansk. The units which were there could continue to hold the territories for 1, 2 or 3 weeks longer, but the question was the price of this action. We would rather suffer by ourselves because of range shelling by artillery, rockets, aviation strikes, than defeat. So the guys would lose their lives for nothing. It could be a second Mariupol, a mini Mariupol. That's why there was a decision, finally, to withdraw the forces.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky says his forces will return to Lysychansk.
If the
command of our army withdraws people from certain points of the front where the enemy has greater fire superiority, in particular, this applies to Lysychansk, it means only one thing. We will return, thanks to our tactics, thanks to the increase in the supply of modern weapons. Ukraine does not give anything up. And when someone over there in Moscow reports something about the Luhansk region, let them remember their reports and promises before February 24, in the first days of this invasion, in the spring and now. Let them really evaluate what they got over this time and how much they paid for it, because their current reports will turn into dust just as the previous ones. We are gradually moving forward in the Kharkiv region, in the Kherson region and at sea. Snake Island is a good example of this. There will be a day when we will say the same about Donbass.
Meanwhile, towards the south, the city of Kramatorsk was hit for the second day in a row by Russian rockets. Kramatorsk is the administrative centre of Ukraine's eastern Donbass region. The mayor of the city says the strikes hit a residential area and an unoccupied hotel, and no casualties were reported. Meanwhile, Vladimir Putin's ally, the president of Belarus, Alexander Lukashenko, claimed that Ukraine over the weekend tried to attack Belarus with missiles but failed.
I must report to you, 3 days ago, maybe a little more, from the territory of Ukraine, they tried to strike at military facilities in the territory of Belarus. But thank God, the Pantsir anti-aircraft systems managed to intercept all the missiles fired by the armed forces of Ukraine.
Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has visited Ukraine on Sunday.
Australia will today announce an additional $100 million of military support, bringing our total spending to almost $390 million. We will provide an additional 14 armoured personnel carriers, an additional 20 Bushmasters, the protected mobility vehicles that we have provided, taking that number up to 60. We'll provide additional other military equipment, including drones and other equipment that has been requested by Ukraine.
The Olympic chief Thomas Bach also visited Kiev on Sunday, where he met with Volodymyr Zelensky. He says the IOC will ensure that Ukrainian athletes can compete at the 2024 Games in Paris, despite the Russian invasion.
Are supporting them, and we are supporting them in a way that we can then see at the Olympic Games Paris 2024 and at the Olympic Winter Games 26 in Milano Cortina a strong and a proud and successful team of the NOC of Ukraine, and that there the Ukrainian flag will fly high.